Very good morning, dear children. This is me, Swapna, your English teacher. Children, India is a land of festivals and fairs. We virtually celebrate each day of the year in a sense. Festivals are an expressive way to celebrate glorious heritage, culture, and tradition. They are meant to rejoice and all special moments and emotions in our lives with our loved ones. Onam is a harvest festival of Kerala. Children, today you are going to read an interesting essay about a few boat races. Through the conversation of friends named Veena and Rajesh with their friends Alice and Sam. Veena and Rajesh had recently been to Kerala to spend Onam with their aunt and uncle. There, they had seen the amazing Vallamkali boat race. Their friends Alice and Sam wanted to know all about it. So, children, Vallamkali or boat game is a traditional boat race in Kerala. We all know that. Is it not? So, Veena says, the Vallamkali is all about speed. Boat races are held in Kerala during Onam, the harvest festival. The boats are called snake boats because they look like snakes with raised hoods, with a towering rear and a narrow front. These are not ordinary boats. A snake boat is usually about 100 feet long and is made of a special kind of wood. It takes a lot of patience and hard work to make a snake boat. Specially trained craftspeople work for months to make a boat ready for the races. How many people does it take to row such a long boat? Asked Sam. At least 100 oarsmen, said Veena. Then there are 4 helmsmen and 25 singers. The singers stand in the boats and sing the Vanjipat, the song of the boatman. The fast rhythm of the songs encourages the oarsmen to row the boats faster. Thousands of people throng the banks of the river or the lake to watch the races, said Rajesh. The boats are colorfully decorated. As we were watching a race, the boats seemed like fast moving snakes heading towards the finishing line. The rhythmic splashing of oars along with the songs and drum beats made it even more exciting. What we really liked about the boat race is that it is not about winning a trophy, it is about unity and spirit of friendship among the people of Kerala. Oh, that reminds me of another festival I was reading about, said Alice. The Dragon Boat Festival of China. More than 2000 years ago, a Chinese poet called Qiu Yuan drowned in a river. The local people loved him. When they saw what had happened, they took out their boats and raced to save him. But they could not find his body. People celebrate the Dragon Boat Festival in his memory every summer. They race boats, beat drums, and eat rice dumplings. Is it celebrated only in China? Asked Veena. Oh no, replied Alice. It is celebrated in quite a few countries like Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, and Great Britain. The big event of the festival is a colorful boat race. The front part of each boat is shaped like a dragon and painted in bright colors. The boats can be as long as the snake boats. Sometimes one person sits inside the boat, beating a drum, encouraging the boatsman in a row faster and faster. It must look as if dragons are racing on the water. Oh, I wish I could see it, sighed Rajesh. I wish I could watch the Regatta Storica live, said Sam. I watched a video about it and it was thrilling. What's Regatta Storica? Asked Alice. Well, what's Regatta Storica, children? Have you ever heard about it? It's a boat festival, said Sam. A very famous boat festival that takes place in Venice, Italy, on the first Sunday of every September. The boats sail on the canals of the city. In Venice, canals pass through the city in such a way that the buildings stand right beside the water, and people have to travel around the city by boats. Well, the Regatta Storica begins with a historical parade of boats. The crowd cheers from the banks and the bridges. Is there a story behind this festival too? Asked Alice. Oh, yes, said Sam. The parade is held in memory of a day way back in 1489 when the Queen of Cyprus arrived in Venice. Most of the boats are gondolas and are decorated in 16th century style. The crew wears traditional costume. I also saw wider boats decorated in white, red, and gold, which looked absolutely grand. 4 races take place after the parade. The races are divided according to the age of the rowers and the type of the boats. The boats race down the Grand Canal. The winning post is a floating stage. Hundreds of people gather all along the Grand Canal to watch the parade and the races. Many people watch the races from their windows. When I grow up, I will travel the world and see all these wonderful festivals, said Alice. Oh, I'll come with you, said Veena. I'll be a photographer and take photos of all these races. And I'll write about them in newspapers, said Sam. What about you, Rajesh? I know what I'll do, said Rajesh. I'll be a champion boatman. Okay, students, so what are you all going to do now? For the time being, please read the story or the lesson and enjoy it and learn more about it.